Ahoy there! Welcome to Off Grid Bound and to our location that we call Bearstone. This patch of land is just a short distance from the cabin, but much higher up on a cliff that used to be covered by the thick forest typical for North Vancouver Island. You may remember how it used to look like just over a year ago.
So much forest. Oh my gosh.
This is where we have cleared the land and set up a sawmill to turn logs both old and new into lumber. The excess, and there is a lot of it, will be used as firewood. That means we need to store it and keep it dry. Today I will try to build firewood crates from old pallets. But first, a certain furry creature must be made comfortable. We previously stacked some wood on an old pallet, but it's not practical because the stack is just freestanding. I need to build it up to add side and back walls to it while leaving some airflow. I will use the old pallet as a proof of concept and learning experience. I hope to figure out an optimal configuration and build several of these over the next little while. I start with the corner posts that are anchored to the pallet. Flaming gun is a little bit overkill here, but let's face it, I only have 2 hands. Next, I add planks on the inside of the corner posts. That way, any pressure from the inside of the crate will not cause the planks to be pulling on the nails. I will do the same in the back and then add a plank or 2 at the front. I will just put one board at the bottom so it holds the frame better. But on this side, I will just alternate these sides with these sides, and hopefully that will create nice little crate for the firewood to be stacked. After some experimentation and some head scratching, I finally feel confident that this could actually work. I've been thinking about what's the best way to do this pallet thing, and I decided that probably the best approach will be to just take all the firewood out, finish this. This one is more or less a proof of concept, and then I will get on with the other one. I will then unstack this wood, even though I would have preferred not to do that, but it will be easier to manage and to finish the sides and everything. I mentioned in another video a saying that 80% of construction is moving material. Apparently the same applies to processing wood, at least in our case anyway. When all the wood is out of this proto crate, I can get on with the rest of the job. Walls need to be cross-braced and the front filmed up so that the thing doesn't fall apart when I finally pick it up with the tractor. The first pallet or the first crate is done. I think I will leave the back open so we have enough airflow. I guess now I can start stacking the wood back in. That pile pile is stacked and I still have some room left. So before I start working on the other crate, I will take some of this pile, and it seems to be small enough so that it might actually fit. Nice, so I'm going to wrap it up, cover it, so it can continue drying, and when we have our wood stove and the chimney finished, we can turn on the heat in the cabin. It is now the time to get the tractor ready. I need to grease it up for tomorrow's big test. Let's hope all will go well. It turns out that Cindy can make herself comfortable even without my help. Look at that creature. So far, everything has been going smoothly. I am happy and satisfied that the wood is nicely stacked and that the second phase of this side project will be as successful as today. I can leave at the end of the day looking forward what the next day will bring. Good morning. All this rubble needs to be removed. The big boulders hopefully will form the chain gate at the entrance to the trail here. And hopefully today our excavator guy Larry will come and start clearing this off. So it will be nice flat open area for the rest of the milling operation and eventually for buildings. And before he comes, I should finish the other crate. Hopefully I will manage in time. Now that I have a good idea of how to build a crate, the next one should be faster and hopefully look better too. I am not a master carpenter. It's a reasonably nice crate and it's ready for all the waste wood that will be firewood and that we will hopefully be able to transfer down to the cabin. I need to adjust the tractor forks to match the width of the slots in the bottom of the crate. The forks may be a bit stiff. They have been outside for almost 2 years, which reminds me to bring some WD-40 to keep the moisture out. But that's a task for another day. Finally, the moment of truth has come. I really hope the whole thing will not fall apart when I try to lift it. Cindy, however, sounds more nervous than I am. I found a spot by the trail where the wood can be out of the way while we keep processing the rest. As I said, 80% is moving stuff. I measure and re-measure, but when I finally put the crate down, it's a little bit off the support logs. I missed it by a couple of inches here, but I'm not going to go back. I should have checked it when the tractor was still here. But it's there. Now I can put the new crate in place. Hopefully before Larry arrives with his big excavator. I expect I will have to clear the area to let him do the work. And there he is. The big machine starts rolling in just as I put the crate down. The great Bearstone change of the guards can finally take place. I step aside, admiring both the power of the excavator and the skill of its operator. I use this as an opportunity to take some cool drone shots of the action. Everything was going according to the plan, until it was not. Rest in peace, little buzzer. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, we are Off Grid Bound.